How to explain to boyfriend, 23 male, that he's mansplaining to me, 23 female. So, when I go to the gym I notice that I feel good. My thoughts get more positive, the weight on my chest goes away and it's easier to breathe, and I feel accomplished. I prefer the treadmill, and after that, everything is just fair game. If I want to take a break, I do. If I do a plank, I'm not doing it to see the seconds tick up, so much as I still go home and feel good after challenging myself. My friends seem to understand this, even if our workout goals are different. I was wondering how I can explain that to my boyfriend of 8 months. We would go to the gym together and he'd incorrectly tell me how to do workouts, and I'd point to the photos on the machines and stuff and he'd pivot his instructions instead of letting me be. Or, I'd be on the treadmill a majority of the gym visit and he'd tell me that's not what the gym is for. Yesterday I was being funny, not serious, and I was showing him a silly calf workout at home and he told me, I can think of 2 or 3 machines you could work out those muscles on. There's no reason to do that at home. I tried explaining to him that the workout looks silly and I was trying to laugh together, and the conversation ended with the _worst_ vibe. And for a period of time I'd let him tell me the things he learned about working out, just in case maybe he just wished he could coach me and felt left out. I consciously say positive things about him working out, even though the majority of the time we work out separately. I mean, IDK if I did something wrong and he just can't communicate it. I had a few discussions with him about it, and he always looks really hurt and defeated when I do. I try to be nice about it, but I feel like I always come at it from a hurt angle. I don't go to the gym to get ripped, or to build muscle, or even to lose weight. I just go because it's really good for my brain. And him always putting that down, telling me it's not worth my time, etc. I just want to make it clear to him that his goals aren't my goals. I know he told me in the past that he was insecure about his body, so maybe he just thinks everybody should have his ideal physique since he hasn't achieved that himself yet. Is this just a lost cause? Sometimes I think about just admitting to myself that he's not a good gym buddy for me. His confidence doesn't have to come at the expense of your own. I think it's fine to say, hey, I've noticed you tend to want to give me advice I haven't asked for. Please don't. I promise I'll ask if I have questions or need help. If he feels put out by that, he can sit with his feelings and figure out why. You don't need to make sure he's always having his preferred experience, that's not fair or sustainable. Step 1. Stop talking about anything workout related with him. If he wants to talk to you about his workout, smile and nod, but don't initiate any discussion about what you do. Step 2. Your workout is a taboo subject. Don't bring it up. If he brings it up, shut it down. BF, I'm comfortable with my workout. I don't wish to discuss it. Repeat like a mantra. Him. But, I'm just trying to help. You. I'm comfortable with my workout. I don't wish to discuss it. Him. What's the big deal? You're overreacting. You. I'm comfortable with my workout. I don't wish to discuss it. It's a brick wall against which he can hurl himself as often as he wishes. Please tell him that he can be either a fitness coach or a boyfriend, but not both. Tell him to choose, now. Your thread really nails this nagging feeling of getting talked over when you're trying to express something personal, especially around something as individualized as fitness routines. It's like, I get it, he means well with his advice, but when it feels more like condescension than concern, it's hard not to bristle. Maybe instead of seeing this as him mansplaining, try framing it as a misunderstanding between 2 people approaching health goals from different angles. Talk about your own motivations in terms of how the gym makes you feel, rather than just the physical benefits. That way he might better understand where you're coming from and not assume his approach is the only valid one. It's all about finding common ground and respecting each other's unique journeys, ya know? Are you sure he's not just an asshole? Just tell him, your goals in the gym aren't my goals. Your input is not only unnecessary, it is unwanted, so please stop. If he keeps it up or acts defensively, he's an asshole. I30F started Ozempic, but my 32M boyfriend doesn't support it. I30F used to squat 300 pounds and bench 140 and was in really good shape. I met my boyfriend, now 32 male. We've been together for 4 years, he's even moved with me to BFE. I got COVID and it almost killed me. Then had the symptoms of it for years and that almost killed me. I started a treatment that made me gain 50 pounds in a year and I now weigh 210. I am only 5 feet 3. Anyways, now I am in good health. I started going to the gym every day, only drinking water and intermittent fasting. I also do 36H fasts. I've only lost 5 pounds in 2 months. I had a doctor's appointment and he offered to put me on tirzepatide. I've seen it for a year now, really wanted to but held off because I was unsure of long-term effects. I also knew my dad and boyfriend would not approve. Well, I got it. And for the first day in over a year I was below 200 pounds. I was so excited and I told my boyfriend. He said, not like you did anything. He's also making jokes about it and just really being unsupportive. Side note, he has never made me feel fat or commented negatively on my weight gain. Any ideas on how to either get him to come around or for me to get over it? Edit. I eat 1500 calories every day full of fruits, vegetables and protein. When I say I only drink water, I gave up drinking 5 Dr. Peppers a day and beer every other, and I only drink water. I fast 36 hours once a week as a cleanse. I do not look in the mirror and hate myself. I don't binge in between my fasts. I enjoy the food I eat and have a healthy relationship with it. I lift weights, hit the treadmill, swim, do a cycling class and also yoga to get a good change up to my routine all week. Like, I am healthy and I just needed help getting off the 50 pounds I gained in a year. I do not want to be an unhealthy weight. Just my lifting weight of 160. Are we all just gonna ignore the 36-hour fasts? Going to the gym every day on top of it? Have you told your doctor about this? Adding a weight loss drug to kill your appetite into the mix sounds like you're nuking your metabolism. Your boyfriend making jokes at your expense isn't right, but I'm not sure he's entirely wrong about not supporting this. Obviously we only know what you've told us. The internet in no way replaces a real doctor, but there are a lot of red flags here. I hope it works out for you, I really do, but just be cautious and make sure to be open with your doctor about all the measures you've been taking to lose this weight. The long-term effect of doing 36H fasting regularly, only drinking water and going to the gym each day without a break, is an eating disorder. That is not even close to healthy. How is your body supposed to build muscle without proper build material? Also, your body is in emergency mode. It's storing everything it can store. It thinks you're in a famine and is trying to make sure you survive. That is as unhealthy as it sounds. Take that drug if that's your way out of whatever cycle you're currently stuck in. You're killing your body right now. Definitely figuratively, possibly literally. Finding a healthy relationship to food is way more important than male approval. When we have struggles and when we have wins is when their true colors come out. And life is full of both of those. You can't get him to come around. You shouldn't just get over your partner being unsupportive. Just because it's keeping the food noise at bay doesn't mean the medication is doing all of the work. It's like someone turning off a radio when they need silence to focus, and if he's never experienced it, he's never going to understand it. It's not a magic pill that does everything for you, and he's unlikely to support your sense of accomplishment because he sees it differently from how it actually works. Too many people glorify the struggle because they associate it with willpower and morally, when it's just a function of the human body. He has to want to fix his perspective to change. It'd be a lot easier to recognize he hasn't been there and his attitude is based in ignorance. It's not malicious. Your body, your educated doctor, your business, I'm stoked you're happy. Have you considered that your diet is too extreme? Your body thinks you're starving to death. You need to eat something at least every 4 hours to keep your metabolism going. You should eat at least 20 grams of protein before and after any kind of weightlifting if you want to see any progress. Feel free to join us over at the Zepbound board. A lot of people over there deal with this non-support and negativity. It's sadly common. My mom 56F is disappointed I 26F got into vet school. How do I deal with this? My mom 56F is disappointed I 26F got into vet school. I recently got accepted, and I'm beyond happy. Animals are my calling and my passion. And this is a 4-year doctorate degree. But as soon as I told my mom, she made a face and looked disappointed. All she keeps saying is let's just wait to hear from dental school first. I applied to dental as well but haven't heard back yet. I'm just so frustrated. I worked so hard, kept a 4.0, did a degree, wrote the MCAT, did so much volunteering, waited years, did other supplementary tests, and I don't even get any sort of congratulations. I just want to cry. She is a good mom who takes care of us, but she's just a typical Asian mom and I'm so frustrated. She even asked, is this even a degree? I know she's my mom, but sometimes she just asks such dumb questions I don't know what to do. Congratulations on getting into vet school. Well done. Now, you might want your mother's approval, absolutely understandable, but point in fact, you don't really need it. The one person you should try to impress and who absolutely needs to agree with what you do is yourself. She might come around, she might not, but you're not doing this for her, you're doing it for you. Congrats. Just ignore her. Is this even a degree? Does she think untrained people are doing surgery on animals? Does she not know that veterinary schools are more competitive than dental and medical schools? Average acceptance rates are something like 10–15%, compared to medical schools that accept 40–45%, and dental schools which accept around 55%. It's a fantastic accomplishment, and you should be proud. Well done. She's just a typical Asian mom. Before you said that, I was wondering if maybe she was unhappy because getting in means needing to pay tuition. But I think you nailed it. It's just that cultural impulse to expect perfection, beyond the realm of possibility. I don't know if there's anything you can or should do about it. Just try not to take it to heart. You know how she would act if she was actually disappointed. It's harder to get into vet school than med school. And the patients are much cuter. Oh wow, congratulations. How many people truly get to do something that they dream about? Ignore your mom, she'll get over it, eventually. I don't have any advice other than do what makes you happy. Please be proud of yourself for that huge accomplishment. Your opinion is the only one that really matters. I know it's easier said than done. But really congratulations on your vet school acceptance, that's a huge accomplishment. We need more great vets. My boyfriend is absorbing my personality. 32 male, 27 female. We've been together for a year and a few months, and it definitely wasn't like this at the beginning. He was a bit more stubborn, set in his ways, and took some time to let me in when we first met. However, as we've gotten to know each other on a deeper level, one thing he's understanding the good traits in me that make my life more fun, successful, easy, and it's like he's trying to copy everything that I am now. He started walking like me. I do have a distinctive purposeful stride where I swing my arms, talking like me and copying my mannerisms. The final straw that encouraged me to make this post, which might sound silly, is we were at a wedding last weekend on the dance floor, and the whole time he would watch me and copy the same dance move. And not in the normal way you might do when you're dancing with someone. I feel increasingly like I'm the mom to a toddler who is looking to me to guide them in how to act in every situation. When he talks about why he's so in love with me, all the reasons seem to relate to him feeling better about himself. He even said one time, I feel like this relationship is my one shot to be really successful in life. But he doesn't ever really talk about my actual qualities or personality traits that he likes. He says that he is a completely different person to the person he was when we met, more open and more happy and energetic, etc. However, he admitted also that if we ever broke up he'd go right back to his old ways. And I feel like when he's with his guy friends, he is again a different person with them. Also, I can't think of the last time he's disagreed with something I've said, however minor. Has anyone experienced anything like this before? Is this feeling like not a true partnership but someone trying to elevate themselves by learning from me? Any advice greatly appreciated. Some people are like mirrors. They like someone so much that they start mimicking them. Myself and my wife do sometimes copy expressions and mannerisms, which I think is normal, but yours does sound very, very extreme. For example, it is not easy to completely change your walk. Regarding your last point, I don't think there is anything wrong with people being elevated by their partners. But it is normally both ways. Has he done anything that elevates you? If so, what's the point? Has anyone experienced anything like this before? It's referred to as a chameleon girlfriend, boyfriend. It's especially frustrating to be friends with these people because they pull a lot of complete 180s on their opinions, beliefs, interests each time they get a new partner. Oh boy, this is intense. One moment it's flattering, next I'm wondering if they're trying on my personality for size. He likely has a personality disorder. Mirroring, parroting are hallmarks of that. You are not wrong for wanting to feel like you are in a relationship with a whole person, not a reflection of yourself. It might have started as admiration, but what you are describing feels more like emotional dependency. And when someone molds themselves around you like that, it stops being connected and starts feeling like pressure. You are not selfish for needing space to breathe. You have every right to want a partner, not a shadow. Love does not mean losing yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. In my non-professional opinion, he likely has a personality disorder. I briefly dated a guy like that. First it was his best friend I noticed he mirrored. Then it was me. Underneath it, he was not a great person and had a lot of work to do in order to be worthy of being a proper functional partner. Evaluate what you want. If you desire someone who is a confident and self-assured leader, he is not the guy for you.